Thank you for watching this short video. For those who don't know me, I'm Brother Sean, also known as the Barefoot Franciscan Monk, because I live and work in my bare feet. Crazy, isn't it? But there you have it. And I'm a member of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, a group of ordinary men and women from different faiths who care passionately about the earth, the animal kingdom, and who have a desire to seek peace, to see unity, and that all faiths will come together in love. And if you wish to know more about the Interfaith Franciscans, an online cyber monastic community around the world, then just type in Interfaith Franciscans. But enough about that and more about the subject matter, which is Difemasc Surrogacy. Ooh, big word, Difemasc. We're familiar with the word surrogacy because a lot of parents today, young parents who cannot conceive a child, often resort to a surrogate mother to be the birth mother of their child. So Difemasc Surrogacy is about embracing the divine masculine and the divine feminine, Difemasc. The divine masculine being the cosmic Christ, and the divine feminine being Magdalena. Two very powerful energies, and when combined together, they create peace, balance, harmony, divine connectedness, and they allow us come to our heart, our teacher. It is regrettable that religion, particularly the Abrahamic faith, Jew, Muslim and Christian, for centuries have compromised, if not alienated, the divine feminine energy from its liturgy and worship. It has become predominantly a male-driven religious family, where it is mainly men who lead the children of God. But in the early days of Christ the Barefoot Galilean, women played an important part. In fact, they were pivotal in their role, for they brought balance, harmony, to allow the children of God embrace the divine. And though many are reluctant to acknowledge that truth, women have been ostracized by many of the world religions, and that is so sad. In the Western world, there is an innate fear of embracing the spirituality of other beliefs. As an Interfaith Franciscan, the message given to my heart in April 2008 at the tomb of Francis of Assisi was very clear, though I did not fully understand the ramifications of the request. But the message was simple, and I sense in my heart it was endorsed by Jesus the cosmic Christ. Not to go out and build a new church, no. To go out and embrace all faiths, for they share one God, though known by a different name to the name I would give as a Catholic Christian. But they are children of the same God, and that makes them my brothers and sisters. So I'm comfortable with that. And besides, it's not my place to sit in judgment of my brother and sister Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist. What God has asked of my heart is to embrace the I Am Presence, the divine, the supreme, the omnipotent one, in every child of God, regardless of their belief, regardless of their gender orientation, regardless of their political persuasion. But today, because we live in such a beautiful world, it is fragile. Peace is taken for granted. But now, of course, with the resurgence of a possible nuclear attack from North Korea, many are returning to their heart, praying to God, to Gaia for peace. But each child of God can embrace the Supreme by making time to be still, in silence, and by learning to love oneself. But how do we do that? Because we've been conditioned, haven't we? Well, I was, as a young Catholic growing up in Ireland, and when I entered a Catholic nursing order of monks, we were brainwashed, sadly. We recognize it now, but for many of us who are a lot older, maybe not as wise as we should be, we have a duty of care to our spirit, to our higher self, don't we? We have a duty to find God. We have a duty to find ourselves. But how can we if we're riddled with guilt and fear? And religion has done a lot of good, but it also has contradicted a lot of that goodness by enslaving and enshackling beautiful people, men, women and children, to a fear-based mindset, which has raped their soul and alienated many from the table of God. Difemasc Surrogacy is where the divine energy of God, the cosmic Christ with the feminine energies of the divine feminine Magdalena. There's a 50-50 split of both male and female, and that creates balance, not imbalance. And it's empowering my heart, and I pray it will empower yours to reawaken within you today the need for balance, harmony, the need to come to yourself, to ask yourself the simple question, who am I? And next, why am I here? What is my purpose here? Well, I sense after many years of struggling, many years of fighting my ego, my demons, oh, and trust me, there have been many of those, to come to a place where I can love myself. For when I love myself, I am embracing the divine. I am honoring my spirit room. My mind room, my head, my ego will fight that, because in my mindset there is still elements of that fear and low self-esteem. But we were created by God in love. It is not God's will that we be enslaved and enshackled to a mindset of religiosity or fundamentalism, but one of balance and harmony. And we can achieve that. But how? Very simply, by surrendering our heart to the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy of God, and by asking the light to come into our heart, and then to thank the Supreme. Not to keep asking for the same thing, for that shows a lack of trust, but to say thank you. And to keep saying thank you even when nothing has happened. We may not feel a change, we may not even be euphoric, we might still be in that place of limbo, of despair, depression, loneliness, isolation. But if we keep saying thank you, God, for allowing me receive the gift of the Difemasc energy of the Christ Magdalena, it will come. And it will empower your heart, be your teacher. And that teacher will guide you, because it is the gateway to your soul, your higher self. and your higher self, as you know, is the gateway to God. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm here to share with you. Though my journey has been turbulent, where I spent many years in fear of God, even as a monk. But that was then. Today, I see God as a God of love. And that God of love has allowed my heart embrace all faiths. Though I have no aspirations to become a Jew, a Muslim, a Hindu, or a Sikh, but there's an interior desire to want to understand my brothers and sisters who love and respect their belief, because I have so much to learn from them, and to be willing to receive guidance, instruction, and learning from them. But for too many years I had a closed mind, convincing myself that the Catholic Church was the one true and only church. That is an awful indictment to level at God, for the Buddhist was around long before Christianity, and Buddhism teaches us so much from the Lord Buddha. There's so much wisdom there, as there is from Ganesh, Krishna, from Sri Chinmoy, that great man of peace, from Francis of Assisi. Today I ask you to open your heart, to allow the Difemasc energy of the Christ Magdalena provide a surrogacy for you, that they will be your surrogate soulmates, that they will take you by the hand and introduce you to an amazing new life of selflessness, compassion, peace, joy, liberation. They will take you to another level of understanding of self, and they will allow you see the face of God. For their love will empower you self-heal, to release all negativity and fear, and to forgive and to love yourself. That is the desired outcome when you allow the cosmic Christ and the divine feminine come into your heart. Let them be your surrogate brother and sister, parent, teacher. And if I can help in any way, email me at brothersean2012@aol.com. I wish you peace. I wish you blessing. And I wish you all that I wish myself. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah paxet bonum. Om Shanti. Solo di caritas. And may the peace of the Supreme touch your heart today, to surrender your heart to love, to the cosmic Christ and the beloved Magdalena. Take care, and may your God go with you.